There's plenty of opportunities to discover the natural and cultural history here at Bobcat Ridge Natural Area. The Natural Areas Department offers a wide variety of programming for all ages. For preschoolers, we might explore insects or watch a puppet show that tells about stewardship. For older children and adults, we might go on a wildflower walk or go bird watching or explore other wildlife that lives here, such as bears, mountain lions, bats, deer, elk, coyotes, and of course, bobcats. And we offer popular night programs on astronomy and stargazing.
Before you head out on your hike, stop by the kiosk and grab a trail map. Whether you're headed off on a leisure hike to the cabin or a more aggressive hike to Mahoney Park, the trail map will provide you with the distances that you'll be traveling, as well as some helpful tips.
To assist you, look for some great interpretive signs along the trail and this handy bird checklist put together by the Fort Collins Audubon Society.
This land has been a working ranch for over 100 years and was owned by the D.R. Pulliam family for over 40 years. The family has been very generous, first selling their ranch at a discount and then giving the city over $500,000 in grants from their charitable trust to fund such things as trails, our education programs, and the preservation of the many historic structures.
My name is KARL MANDERBACH. I'm a ranger with the City of Fort Collins Natural Areas. I live and work on Bobcat Ridge Natural Area. We're up here today at Mahoney Park, which is one of my favorite areas of Bobcat Ridge. We're about 1,100 feet above the parking lot, and you feel like you're really out in the wilderness when you get up on the top portions of the property. You can come up here and you can hike. People come from as far away as Laramie, Wyoming, just to ride their horse on this property. You can mountain bike. We have a unique trail on the property. It's called the Jenny Trail. It's designed by mountain bikers for mountain bikers. So one of the cool things about Bobcat Ridge is its proximity to both Loveland and Fort Collins. It gives people the opportunity to come up here and within 15-20 minutes down the trail, they feel that they're out in the wilderness.
The funding for the purchase and maintenance of this site comes from the City of Fort Collins Open Space Yes quarter-cent sales tax, and the counties help preserve open space sales tax. It's thanks to you, the voters, that we get to enjoy this wonderful natural area.
When you visit our natural areas, it's more than just a visit to experience the wildlife and the flowers. Also, though, you want to take an advantage of the cultural experience while you're there. Remember that we've had existence here for more than 12,000 years. What we have up here is evidence of what are called stone circles, or commonly referred to as teepee rings. We know that we had Arapaho and Ute Native Americans in this area because this was probably a winter habitation, because the ground would have been too difficult to put pegs in. So they would have taken the hides that they had and used the stones to hold the hides down. This cabin is one of the original buildings here at Bobcat Ridge. Best we can determine, it was built about 1917. If you look at these homesteads, it was truly living off the land. What would it be like to live in a one-room cabin with your mother, with your father, with 3 brothers, with your cattle just outside the door, with rattlesnakes running around? We can sure get a good handle about how challenging it was to live in this particular area.
We don't know a whole lot about these 2 buildings here, but the first family that homesteaded here was the Hyatt family, Hamilton Hyatt. He raised 8 or 9 children up here in that little house behind us. He built this barn, according to his oldest son, Roy, in 1888. These 2 buildings are the oldest, and they represent the subsistence level farming of the Hyatt family.
Originally, we've known this to be a chicken coop, but it's old enough, probably 1870s, maybe 1860s, so it could have been the original cabin on the property also. Right now we're marking everything so we can take apart all the logs and be able to put them back exactly where they were. We're going to try to save much of the structure as possible, rebuilding joints to make them look exactly like the originals so that it's historically correct. All the joinery was really well done by the person who originally did it, so when we put it back together, they should fit real tight.
There's so many interesting things about this area and the people that lived here. Because people come up here, they can walk in the natural areas up through the mountains and back down and see how it all ties together, what it was like originally.
What's important when you come to any of the natural areas is that you leave with what you came with. You don't leave with more than what you came with. You might discover a point such as this, or a stone awl used for drilling purposes and making clothing, or maybe even the neck of an old bottle such as this. These things need to be left for future generations to appreciate as well.
Well, we're here at Bobcat Ridge today with 54 fourth graders from Irish Elementary. All of our activities today are led by Master Naturalists. Our Master Naturalists are trained and certified volunteers who donate all of their time and their expertise and their passion to come out here and to help children learn about our natural areas, our natural environment, and all of the good things that nature has to offer.
Well, good morning. My name is Jack. We're really glad to have you out here today. Any of you like riddles?
Yeah.
Kind of mysteries? Jana's going to pass out some cards.
I may give you a warning sound of rattles. Please don't step on me. I think it's a rattlesnake.
Why is it important to keep snakes around, including rattlesnakes? Yes, this is very important. You eat mice?
Guess what these two guys are doing?
Kissing!
They are kissing! Prairie dogs live in families under the ground, and they dig tunnels where they live all winter.
Helping children experience the natural world, they'll have a greater curiosity and a greater desire to learn about it. The more they learn, the more they'll care, and the more they care, the better stewards they will be of our environment.
Out of the 45 natural areas that we currently own, this is one of 4 where dogs are not allowed. We have a lot of elk herds that come through during the winter. I've watched dogs chase elk, and the owner come running up to me and said that they'd never seen that in the many years that they've owned their dogs. We're not out here just to write tickets and be the bad guy. We're out here to help the public and to educate the public.
Boy, oh, I see him now, yeah. Seen some unusual scat today.
Yeah?
I kind of think it's a bear.
Probably full of look like berries.
Yeah, some big berries in it.
Yep, probably plums from the bears. You are in wildlife country. There are mountain lions, there are bears on this property.
The City of Fort Collins natural areas are extremely important to wildlife here in the northern Front Range of Colorado. They provide scientists a place to study animals right here in our own backyard. Here at Bobcat Ridge, mountain lions have been studied for the past several years. The animals are fitted with a collar that's equipped with radio telemetry. There's a signal that comes off of each collar that a receiver picks up, and it allows us to locate where that animal is. The radio-collared mountain lions we had from Bobcat Ridge roamed quite a ways off the property to the adjacent national forest and up to 30 or 40 miles away even within a few days, but always returned back to the natural area for hunting and breeding purposes. Now at Bobcat Ridge, we're using remote sensor cameras to study the wildlife. We often see bears, lions, and bobcats walking down the same trail just before or just after humans have come by.
The wildlife camera project at Bobcat Ridge is one of the most exciting things I get to be part of. The cameras are checked by some of our own volunteers and also students from Rocky Mountain High School.
And then this number should tell you how many pictures are on this camera. So 112. There we go.
It was interesting to just stick the card in and be able to see all the pictures.
The cameras show us the secret life of wildlife and seeing what wildlife has actually passed right where they were just walking.
I was flipping through the pictures and everyone was hoping that there would be a bear.
Beautiful bear. Beautiful bear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the one I don't particularly want to walk up on.
Yeah.
The animals use the trails a lot. They usually use them when humans aren't present, sometimes right in the middle of the day. We're sharing our space with all these wild creatures that need this space to live and to survive and to find food.
Nature can teach us so much, and there's a lot to learn here at Bobcat Ridge Natural Area. I hope to see you out on the trail.